Here we are in Iowa in the M&M's 200 presented by Casey's General Store. Running a 50% race tonight in the truck series with 2x tire wear. Just getting started here. I think we're a couple laps in, right along with Flyer fans here, chasing down Optic Goblin. So Optic Goblin up front as usual. So I think I wouldn't put it past somebody to do something crazy here, like throw M&M's out on the track to try to create a caution and slow down the Goblin here. He's had his way with the field in the last several races. Looks like we have got a big battle going on behind them for third. Let's see if we can catch up with that battle. Right along here with Hercules, I think he is right now in about sixth, but trying to move up. I think he just got to the outside of Phenomenal. Tough to make that outside work here at Iowa. We got a four-way battle here for third. Looks like I think we got Hercules, we got Phenomenal. Who else we got in this battle? Is that South Bend up there in this? Oh, Big Ben is up there in third. No. Samoyeds is in third. Let's see if I can get caught up here with all the players. So here we are with Hercules. Looks like that high side did not work for him. He is now trying to chase down Phenomenal. Looks like we're going to have lap traffic coming into play soon. Iowa's a short track, but we seem to get spread out enough that we have good green flag runs here. Well, Hercules having a little trouble coming out of there. Had to check up, get out of the throttle coming out of two. That's going to cost him some time. We're just getting to the point where maybe tire wear is becoming an issue, seeing who has saved their tires and who hasn't. See if we can catch up with this battle for second place here. Here I am riding along with Simoleons. And he has got Flyer fans. It looks like Simoleons may be able to make his work. He's got the preferred line on the inside, running for third, with Flyer fans just sticking with him, using the outside and the momentum you can get from the high line up there. It is tough to make that high line work in Iowa, but Flyer fans is doing it right now. And Flyer fans held off the challenge. Give third spot to Flyer fans. Oh, Simoleons not going to give it up yet. Not going to give up that battle. Sticks his nose under there and pulls up alongside. So they are side by side for third place coming down the front stretch. Simoleons trying to hug that yellow line coming out of two. And Flyer fans gets a big run every time coming out of two on that high side. Down the back stretch, puts his nose out in front of Simoleons and grabs that position back. But this is quite a battle for third place here. Coming up on lap traffic, I think that might be Puggy that they are coming up. No, not Puggy they're coming up on. That is the 4 truck, Cod Snipes. So they are coming up on him. Looks like Flyer fans, looks like he's got to get by and clear. Cod Snipes giving him room, running the high side, letting the leaders go by. Iowa, you're right along with Simoleons here. You realize how patient you have to be in Iowa, how long you're out of the throttle, letting the truck get down to the bottom and settle before you can get back on the throttle. I'll tell you what, Flyer Fan seems to like the high line up there, and he's making it work. He is consistently, even without pressure, running that high line in 1 and 2 and is making it work. Very tough to do at Iowa. Very impressive when you can see somebody run the high line at Iowa and make it work. So this battle has settled down. Let's catch up with some other people going around the track here, see what else is going on. Christian is right where we're riding along right now. Christian's the guy that's very consistent and sets his trucks up for the long run. So as the run goes on, you want to keep checking in Christian. He's typically picking people off later in the run, setting the truck up, usually a little tight at the beginning, but he's got it dialed in by the end of the run. Somebody sideways in the front stretch. It looks like everybody's able to get by him. I don't see a caution coming in. It looks like everybody's staying up to speed. Not sure who that was. See if I can catch up with him real quick. So now we got a battle here. Looks like Simoleon's starting to assert himself. Is that Simoleon's right up there on Flyer Fans? Still a battle. Those two can run side by side. It seems like they both want different places, which makes it easy to run side by side. Ooh, I think they're coming up on, is that the Beast in 32? So they're getting by Beast, a lap car. So here is Optic still up front, working his way through lap traffic, coming up on Puggy. And it looks like Flyer Fans and Simoleon have caught up to Optic, so Optic uncharacteristically being caught on a long run. Usually long runs are his forte. But right now Optic has got a rear view mirror full of 2 trucks. So he's got Simoleons and he's got Flyer Fans right there filling up his rear view mirror. Very impressed as always with Optic running a very smooth line, keeping the truck under control, not putting it in bad positions, being patient when he has to. Oh, he gets a little high there. He gets a little high. That's opening the door. Flyer Fans is trying to pull up beside him on the back stretch. Here we go. Flyer Fans is underneath Optic. Flyer Fans underneath Optic. He's bringing Simoleons with him. And you've got a new leader in this Flyer Fans to the lead. Let's catch back up with Flyer Fans here right along with our new leader. So Flyer Fans is the leader, but Simoleons is saying, I want some of that action. He's pulled up side by side moving on the front stretch, so we may have yet another leader change. Simoleons right side by side with him through 1 and 2, side by side down the back stretch. This is typically where Flyer Fans has got the advantage by getting that big run off the high side of 2. but Simoleons stayed with him down the backstretch. Simoleons got the inside line coming through 1 and 2. They were side by side at the finish line. Give that lap to Simoleons by just a nose. Just by the nose of the truck, I think Simoleons led that lap. Down the backstretch, side by side again. These two look like they have been side by side, it seems like, this entire first stage. I mean, I've seen weddings that where the bride and groom didn't stand side by side as long as these two have been side by side. Is that the end of stage 1? Okay, so stage 1. So, Flyer Fence gets the stage win, running down Optic Goblin on the long run. He opened the door there, got underneath him. Simoleons slid right in with that open door, followed him into second place. Optic was third. Booty Slayer came in fourth, and Christian fifth. So this will be the first chance everybody gets to work on their trucks. Be interesting to see what changes everybody makes. Optic may try to adjust to maybe get a little better tire wear so that he can have a little better truck on the longer runs. Wondering if Flyer Fans and Simoleons going to go the opposite way, since they had a long run speed, if they're going to try to adjust for shorter run speed to try to not let Optic get out on them to start this second stage. So here we go. So Simoleons pit crew does a phenomenal job, puts him in the lead. So into that stage in second, but gets to start on the pole here thanks to some stellar work by that pit crew. So big props to the pit crew when Simoleons and Team Yoder. So Simoleons dives into turn 1, takes the lead, stretches it out. That high line didn't work on the restart for Flyer Fans. He's now got Optic side by side with him. Boy, Simoleons had trouble in 3 and 4. Went really high there. Now he's into the wall. That's going to shuffle him many positions back. He stayed up in the wall, didn't come in traffic, so that kept him from taking anybody else out. So now you got Flyer Fans and Optic side by side for the lead. Give it to Flyer Fans down the backstretch, but he goes high in 1 and 2. Moving, Optic got to get right underneath him because he opened up the bottom. Here we are at the start-finish line. The high side wins that battle. Back into 1 and 2. And on the exit of 2, Flyer Fans making that high side work. Optic falling in line behind him. Great battle here as we go through. Oh! Optic pulling the slide job and taking the lead. You've got a new leader. Move, Optic Goblin. Back up to the top of the podium in first place. And he has got a mirror full of Flyer Fans. Pulled off that slide job, but Flyer Fans not going to go away quietly. Is hanging right with him. So Optic Goblin back out in the lead. We'll see how much he stretches it out. See if that short run works again. And see if Flyer Fans can reel him back in on the long run like he did the last stage. Oh, Booty Slayer's in the wall. Oh, no, it was Bad Boy in the wall. Booty Slayer got knocked down to the grass, and he's still in the grass. Booty Slayer having trouble here. Looks like I think Bad Boy maybe came off the wall and got him, and looked like maybe Bad Boy was checking up for somebody in front of him. Couldn't tell from this camera angle. Looked like somebody may have been checking up in front of Bad Boy. Couldn't see it all, but could see at least part of it. Alright, so let's catch back up with Simoleons here. He got shuffled way back. Got into the wall there early on, and they're probably getting the wall early in the stages. Everybody is right there together, so you get caught up in the wall, you're going to lose several positions. If it happens later in the stage, you may not lose any because people get spread out. So Simoleon's got 3 or 4 trucks in front of him here. I think one of them might be Bad Boy. So Hercules here, right along with him for a second. We are in a 3-way battle here for position. See if I can catch up and see who the trucks are that are behind Hercules. So couldn't quite catch up with that battle, but let's get back to Optic Goblin here up front. He stretched it out a little bit here on Flyer Fan, so let's see if we can watch this battle develop. We'll check back in a little later, see if Flyer Fans catches him on the long run. So here is a battle as Simoleons keeps working his way back up. He is trying to get underneath Ben here, and they are side by side down the backstretch. Simoleons continuing to work his way through traffic here. He's below him, coming through 3 and 4. And side by side at the line, but right now it is still Ben making that high side work with the momentum you can get running the high side. Simoleons pulling up alongside him, underneath him again on the backstretch. Nope, high side wins again. Good battle here. Big Ben continuing to make it work across the top. And it looks like those two are right in front of Phenomenal, I think. I'm seeing some serious lag here, so I am hoping I can get it straightened out here and get a little better representation of what's going on. Uh-oh, Puggy, it looks like he is coming into the pits. I'm not sure what the problem is. Saw him slowing down. He is hitting pit road. May have worn out the tires. So Flyer Fan still about a half a straightaway behind Optic right now. Hasn't closed that gap, I don't think, a whole lot, but it might be at least stabilizing. So got to keep checking in on this battle, see if it tightens up as the run goes on. So Simoleon still trying to work his way through traffic, still filling up the rear view mirror of Big Ben. Surprisingly, no cautions in Stage 1, no cautions so far in Stage 2. Here comes Simoleons underneath Ben in 1 and 2. See if he can make it stick or see if that high side momentum works. And it looks like he clears him, so give that position to Simoleons. Continuing to work his way through traffic and work his way up through the field. And I think Simoleons has worked his way up to third now. I think that next truck in front of him is Flyer Fans. So check that. I think Simoleons is in fourth. Next truck on his hit list, if he can get there, is Christian. Not going to be an easy task. Christian is exceptionally strong on the long runs. So right along here with Christian, he's got a mirror full of Simoleons right now. But we're getting pretty deep into the run here. This is the time when Christian's truck typically comes around, and he's pretty strong here. And Simoleon's going to slide under him a little bit. See if they can make this work. Here we go, down the back stretch. I'm sorry, the front stretch. They are side by side. Simoleon's by a nose. And it looks like he's going to make it stick. So give third spot to Simoleons. So Simoleon's got a long way to go to catch Flyer Fans. He may decide that this is a good spot just to ride out to the end of the stage, know that he's going to get a chance to get caught up when the stage ends. Might rely on that great pit crew again to move him up a position, because he's got a long way to go to catch Flyer Fans if he's in third now. I think Flyer Fans is just about a straightaway ahead of him at this point. So let's ride along here. Looks like we might have a battle here with South Bend. So South Bend looks like I think he is running down Berkeley, so this could be a good battle here. So not sure what happened there, but I think Berkeley's had a problem because now South Bend is here, and I don't think I see. I'm sorry, say that again. Optic, Flyers, Simoleons, Christian, and Ben. Is that the top five? So that is the top five. That is the end of stage 2. We have gone 2 stages, no cautions. This is going to be an interesting final stage. I think everybody's going to have to make a pit stop, so the timing of that pit stop could be critical. The one I'm trying to watch here this final stage is Simoleons. I think he's got an incredibly fast truck, but got shuffled back on that restart and then had a pretty big mountain to climb. That and Christian is also going to be one to watch because he is awfully good on the long runs. We're probably going to have the longest green flag run of the race here coming up in the final stage here. So here we are, the start of the final and most critical stage 3. So here we go, right along with Christian in 4th place. He's got Simoleons in front of him, and he's got a side-by-side battle between Flyer Fans and Optic. Oh, and it looks like we've got a caution. Not sure what happened. I can see Bad Boy looks like he is way back from the pack, and I can see damage, so I'm wondering if something happened with Bad Boy there. And I apologize, I had a problem with the headset. It looks like it got turned off, so my audio may not be on the Twitch feed for a while there. So I think Samoanian's going to be in third on the restart. Flyer Fans is starting up front. Optic's in the outside, so we're going to see if Optic can make that outside work. Oh, looks like Optic didn't get real well on that restart. Christian got bumped and ran up really high by the Ford truck there, trying to stay off the wall and keep it under control, but Christian has got his hands full here. Oh, he gets back down, he gets gathered up, makes a nice dive to the bottom, and he is back into, I think, 6th place and running underneath Phenomenal. Whoa! Big wreck, big wreck. Couldn't see how it got started. So big trouble there in the middle of the pack. Brings out our first caution other than stage cautions. Be interesting to see who stays out and who pits. Everybody's going to have to pit at once during this stage anyway. And with the importance of tires, I am guessing that somebody's going to stay out. And it looks like... So South Bend stayed out. So South Bend's up front, but he may be a sitting duck up there. Also, I'm here to South Bend had just been in 2 laps ago, so he may have pretty fresh tires. So. Oh, Phenomenal gets spun on the backstretch. Oh, not good. I don't think caution's going to come out. It's a 1-car incident. It looks like there were several people around and he got shuffled around. Looks like they might have been 2 or 3 wide. And Phenomenal gets spun on the backstretch. Not good for him today. So tight racing right here, right along with Cod Stips here, and really cut the nose off somebody diving down there. Then pulls the slide job, gets around, somebody moves up a position. So that was a super aggressive move there. It looks like he made it work. Oh, somebody's not happy. It looks like they're getting a little tap from behind to let them know they're not happy about it. There are about 6 or 7 trucks here real close. This is a caution waiting to happen. The person who might be most happy about that might be Phenomenal. So no caution there, which surprised me. But up front, we got Flyer fans leading this thing, but he has got a mirror full of Optic. So typical what we've seen from Flyer fans all night. He's running the top, gets big run down the back stretch, opens up the bottom, but he's got such momentum and such a good line up top, he's able to make it work. Surprisingly, as successful as Flyer fans been like that, nobody else seems to be trying that high line. Usually you see somebody up there fast running a different line, somebody else is going to try it to see if it works for them, but he has been the lone ranger up there on the high side. Optic starting to make that bottom work a little bit. They were side by side at the line here. Coming into 1 and 2, Optic is down at the bottom, nose is ahead. See what kind of a run Flyer fans gets down the backstretch. Flyer fans edges ahead going into 3. And Optic is on the bottom. Is Optic going to pull the slide job and come in front? Oh, perfect slide job by Optic. Move Optic Goblin up to the lead. Flyer fans trying to come back with a crossover move. Not going to be able to make it work. Give the first position to Optic Goblin again. And it looks like that really got Flyer fans out of the line he wanted. He had to run low there in 1 and 2. And that opened up the door for Simoleons. And now Simoleons, after getting shuffled back with the restart of stage 2, is back up in contention in second place. He's running there. He's got a mirror full of Flyer fans for sure. But Simoleons back up in second place. And the two of those are together stalking Optic Goblin. So Flyer fans now in third, but it's right along with him for a little bit. He has got Simoleons in front of him. And you wonder if running that high line is what helps him reel people in on the long runs, if he's running the high line and making it a little bit easier on the tires. Looks like he might be gaining just a little bit each lap on Simoleons. Can't tell for sure. But it looks like he is gaining just a little bit. Especially coming out of 2, he gets an incredible run on that high side. Go back here and check out some other things. Looks like we got Beast and Bad Boy in a battle here. Beast goes under Bad Boy into 1 and 2, but can't quite make it work. Little contact between those two. They seem to get it straightened out. And then Beast keeps down there. It looks like he clears Bad Boy, that time coming through 3 and 4 using the low line. So trying to scan through the field here, see if we see a good race or a good battle. Let's go back to check out what things look like up front. Looks like Beast has been into the pits and he is coming out. Oh, sorry, Beast spun in the grass, I guess. So Optic's starting to check out a little bit here on Simoleons and Flyer fans. So Simoleons is in second and looks like he has put some distance on Flyer fans, but Optic is checking out right now, but let's see how this long run works out. I'm not sure after we had that caution if anybody's got a pit now before the end of the race or not. So now Simoleons has got one truck, a lap truck. I think it's phenomenal between he and Optic. I think tire wear is becoming an issue. We might see people either blowing tires or thinking about heading to pit road. Anybody give me an update on how many laps are left? 3 laps to go. So I guess we're not going to see anybody pit now with 3 laps to go. I think that brings us to, no, that's the back stretch. See if we can catch up with Optic here. I think that is 2 to go now. Coming to 2 to go there, so 2 laps to go. If he gets back here, takes the white flag, then it doesn't matter if a caution comes out or not. Man, it looks like Flyer fans is really sliding in 1 and 2 now. So Optic coming to take the white flag. Once he takes that white flag, the next flag ends the race. And 1 to go. And what do they say? 1 to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. So it looks like Optic Goblin's going to bring home another win here in the Truck Series. Simoleons following him in second place. Looks like we're going to have Flyer fans in third. And I'm not sure beyond that. I'm not sure why my headset keeps turning off on me, so here we go. Alright, so I'm going to sign off the Twitch broadcast after that big win by Optic. Kind of typical players up front. Flyer fans, I think this is only his maybe his first race in the Truck Series, but I know he raced last week in Xfinity. Proving to be a consistent top performer.